Good evening and welcome to our CBS 19 summer weather special, heat, humidity, and hurricanes. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony, joined by meteorologist Colleen Campbell and meteorologist Chandler Jordan. We're poolside where a lot of people love to spend summer and enjoy the summer weather. But there is a serious side when it comes to summer heat. That's one of the things I'm going to be talking about. I'll go over how you can keep yourself safe when working or exercising outside in the intense East Texas summer days. And also I'll look at Hurricane Harvey. It's been 5 years since it moved ashore and devastated the Texas coast and bringing heavy rainfall to deep East Texas. We're on our way to deep East Texas to talk about Hurricane Harvey. It's been 5 years since Harvey made landfall as a Category 4 storm near Port Aransas. Harvey dumped a United States record 60 inches of rainfall on Jefferson County, Texas, but it also dumped record rainfall in Angelina County and other parts of deep East Texas. Here in Lufkin, more than a foot of rain fell in a 5-day period between August 26th and August 30th, 2017. That was about 2.5 to 3 inches of rain a day, so no major flooding issues here in Lufkin. But in southern Angelina County, all the way over to Sabine County, Hemphill and Zavala, nearly 2 feet of rain fell during Harvey. We know hurricanes and tropical storms can impact deep East Texas, but we wanted to find out how. So we came here to the Denman building to ask Angelina County Emergency Management. We're going to talk with Director Ricky Connor about those dangers. Hey, Ricky.
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for talking with us today.
No problem.
So what do you remember about Hurricane Harvey here in Angelina County?
Well, I think really what I remember most is that we were watching it thinking we were going to get a lot of rain, but really what we did mostly was shelter people from the coast.
Which storm do you remember the most impacting deep East Texas?
Oh, definitely Rita. We probably had 25,000 people in Angelina County from the Beaumont, Houston areas sheltering at that time, and we really weren't prepared for it.
Just too many people?
Just too many people.
When it comes to threats, what's the biggest threat that people need to take seriously when we're talking about a tropical system here?
We try to tell people to be aware of the wind and the flooding.
This is historic Cotton Square here in downtown Lufkin, where in 1911 there was a demonstration against the sale of liquor. Harvey broke records that go way back before then, rainfall records that stood since the 1880s. But more importantly, Harvey killed 68 people and indirectly killed another 35. One of those who perished in Harvey's floodwaters was Alonzo Guillen, otherwise known as DJ Ocho. He was the afternoon DJ here at Supermix 1019. The staff didn't want to go on camera, but they call him a super sweet guy and they miss him dearly every day. Hurricane Harvey was remarkable in that it made 3 different landfalls. One over the Yucatan Peninsula, at Port Aransas as a Category 4, and then as a tropical storm in Cameron, Louisiana. Harvey caused $125 billion in damage, making it the second costliest storm in history. Harvey spared deep East Texas from a direct hit, and we're pretty sure the folks around here would rather have the heat and the humidity and not the hurricanes. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony.
The Atlantic hurricane season officially started on June 1st. Even though the tropics have been relatively calm to start the season, tropical activity is forecast to increase as we head into the end of summer. On average, Texas is impacted by 3 tropical systems every 4 years. While landfalling tropical systems have many impacts, there are 3 that East Texas should focus on since we're far away from the coast.
Anytime you have a tropical system heading your way and you live inland and it might impact your area, you want to prepare for the strong winds, any kind of flooding from heavy rainfall, and then also tornadoes.
Over the years, East Texas has dealt with their fair share of tropical activity. 2 of the most impactful storms in recent memory were Hurricane Rita in 2005 and Hurricane Ike in 2008.
Hurricane Ike, when it moved through the area, it was kind of one of our further west storms that we had. And as it was moving up into the area, it actually made landfall as a Category 2 hurricane, and then didn't get downgraded until just south of Tyler to a tropical storm.
Hurricane Ike packed a punch of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts as it moved through East Texas. Hurricane Rita not only had strong winds, but also had heavy rain, which led to flash flooding across the region.
And then when we look at Hurricane Rita, that kind of brought both of the impacts. It brought a lot of the wind, and it also brought a lot of the rain. So we had some areas across East Texas that hit 10 inches of rainfall, and then the Tyler Longview area were more in the 5 to 6 range.
Impacts from tropical systems aren't common in East Texas, but with 4 months left in the season, we'll need to continue monitoring the tropics, especially if any storms are able to make it into the Gulf of Mexico.
In order for them to track all the way across the Atlantic and get into the Gulf of Mexico, we really want this ridge of high pressure that's over us right now to be centered over the southeast CONUS, so over Florida, that area. It'll give the hurricane easterly winds and kind of help it to flow into the Caribbean and then on into the Gulf of Mexico. And then once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, we really want those winds to start to shift to more of a northeasterly or northerly wind, and that'll help kind of steer that into the Gulf of Mexico and then up into our area.
Even though a lot of ingredients must come together for the perfect storm, it's a possibility that we must respect through the entire hurricane season. As always, we'll be the first to let you know about any tropical system. And remember, you can get any details you want on the tropics from our website, CBS19.TV. We know we've had a hot summer so far in East Texas, but could it rival 2011? I'll answer that, and we'll take a look at the tropics and the exact scenario we would need to have some type of impact from tropical weather here in East Texas.